Hey and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, my name's Louise and I suffered from acne for over 12 years, and as a result of that I started my YouTube channel and my social media channels to share my journey, my experience, my tips and tricks. I talk about all things makeup, lifestyle, vlogs. If you like that, why not hit subscribe and stick around. Also, why not follow me on Instagram? I post things like outfit of the days and lifestyle bits and bobs and day-to-day life, things that you aren't going to see here. So I'll leave it here and in the description. It's LouiseLN29, and yeah, welcome. Right, let's get on to it. So as part of my Back to Basics series, I've literally been doing, as it says on the tin really, stripping everything back. I've done it video by video, so starting from skincare to colour correcting to contouring, foundation, smoky eye, the whole lot. I'll leave the playlist in the description box, so if you missed any you can catch up. And today I thought, why not film the whole of my makeup so you can see how elements are all put together. I mentioned some of my beauty favourites in my most recent vlog. It's my end of the year 2019 vlog. I will leave that again in the description box. So I talk about some favourite products there and why I still like them. So I won't cover so much of that in this video, but what I will do is show you how I put all the elements of my Back to Basics series together on my face. Right, let's get into it. I am loving the Glossier Future Dew Hybrid Serum. I use this after my skincare, so that's what I probably should mention. I've done my skincare, kept it simple. SPF, right now this. What you put on underneath your makeup is how your makeup's going to sit. So I'm concentrating this on the high points of my face, and then I'm going to take it all over. And I'm trying not to rub my skin too much because as you can see, it's going redder because I am very sensitive. So I'm gently pressing that, and I'm going to let that just dry, go a bit tacky for a little minute. Right, so what I've started doing is taking a concealer. This is by Skin City, Make the Make Cremade Elastic Concealer. I spoke about this on my Instagram. I really like this. It's a nice peachy tone. So I take this on a Real Techniques setting brush, and I'm just, you could use your finger to do this. I'm literally going to press it where I've got a little bit of redness, some spots. This is going to help me, because I'm not blending it, I'm just pressing it where I need it. It's going to help cover those areas which I'd go in heavy with a foundation, so it's going to help me go a little bit less heavy-handed with my foundation. And when I put my foundation on, it's going to help blend it. So I've not blended it too much. Right, so foundation, oh God, I love this stuff. Deep Cosmetics CC Cream. I'm a little bit in between the two shades, medium tan and light, so I'm going to take half a pump of each. I use the illuminating one because your girl likes that shine. And I'm just going to dab this on my face, and then I'm going to blend it in. I'm using a big brush to do this because I really like showing a little bit of my skin up. This is a Morphe brush. It's a Jaclyn Hill GH03. So yeah, if you saw my little Morphe rant about the screw up of the brushes, I actually ended up getting the brushes myself. Bought them as a present and they cancelled my order. And then someone got me them for Christmas. I'm really trying not to go into too much detail of how I'm doing my makeup because you can go back and watch the videos, but I get a few questions. I've had a couple of messages on Instagram saying what concealer do you use and how do you apply it, my skin's not great. Layering. Okay, so I've gave my foundation a little minute just to sit on the face. Now for concealer, I'm going to take the Maybelline Instant Eye Razor. I've got a, I don't even know what shade this is, it's totally rubbed off. But I've basically got a dark shade and a lighter shade. So this I'm going to take, I take it on the back of my hand if I've got some active spots, because then I'm not transferring all the bacteria. So I'm just taking it with my finger off the back of my hand, and at the moment I'm just going to press it to where I need to. And I take a tiny bit of that darker shade underneath my eye to help with those eye bags. Then with a lighter shade, just going to... Then taking the Real Techniques setting brush, I wipe it in the back of my hand with no extra product. Just pressing the concealer and blending it out. Notice where I put that concealer underneath to help conceal the redness first. It really, really helps. I just did this off camera, but I finished blending my concealer. And then what I do is I take my foundation brush with no extra foundation and just over those areas where I have blended the concealer, just go basically all over the face again, just to make sure everything is fully blended. And because this has got no extra product on it, it's going to pick up any excess product to help with a more natural finish. Now cream bronzer and a Primark stippling brush. Literally, I'm about to finish this. I have got a new one in the drawer, so it's quite a bit of a pain because it gets stuck to the brush. But I'm determined to use it all up. This has lasted me well over a year. I almost use this as a contour, but more to bronze up my face. So I go in like a 3 motion. So just pay attention to your skin. You know, if you do have dry patches and you're really buffing in that area, you're going to buff that dry skin more, you know, worsen the problem. Again, if you've got redness, if you're really going in quite heavy handed, you're going to aggravate the skin because you're going vigorously, and then you're going to not help the situation. So go light-handed, pay attention to your skin. In this palette, it's in Apricot by Make the Make, Skin City. And I'm taking these 2 shades mixed together with my blush. Smile on the upwards of the cheeks. Pulling it backwards. My friend was like, that's such a dupe for the Hourglass. And I was like, I've never tried Hourglass, but yeah, I just really like this product. Don't be afraid to go back in with no extra product on brushes, just to make sure everything's blended. Again, if I've gone a bit too high, no extra product with that concealer brush. Highlight now. If you were going to powder, and you needed to powder the whole of your face, I would do this before I went in. Well, I do my eyes first in case it's got any fallout, and then I do my highlight afterwards. Skin, if you know you need to set your foundation straight away to prevent it creasing and the oil coming through, then do you know. Taking a crease shade brush, it's my Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe. My eyelids have started to get in very greasy at the moment. Maybelline Clutter 2 Part, I have yet to find a primer that fully works now, so I have to powder my eyelids and really set this. And I try to avoid putting any moisturiser on my eyelids. Again with concealer, because concealer is a lot more slippy. Just taking a shimmer brown shade, and this is going to go all over the lid. This is a L'Oreal one actually. Nude? Oh, over the top. Oh, nude 200. I don't know, I'll leave it in the description box. In my Back to Basics eyeshadow tutorial, I do go through what brushes are good for what. So if I'm not explaining why I'm using a certain brush, go and check that video and I do explain. I've taken the eyeshadow ever so slightly underneath the lower lashes. And I'm just going to blend them. Concealer brush again with no extra product. I'm just going to neaten up, wipe away any fallout. I've not got too much fallout. Go in and do a wing liner. This is the Rimmel Exaggerate eyeliner. I wouldn't really buy this again. I think it's quite wet and it smudges at the gym. It's nice, it's easy to apply. I'm going to finish this eyeliner, kill my lashes and put my mascara on, then I'll be right back. A couple of things to mention which I've just thought about is when I am doing the mascara, I look down into a mirror to help stop the transfer to my lids, and then if it has gone on the lids like it has gone here, I'll wait for it to dry and then take the eyeshadow brush with no extra product and just simply buff it away. Again, if you get any underneath, concealer brush with no extra product, wait for it to dry, then buff it away. Okay, so I'm going to powder ever so slightly. I'm going to take the L'Oreal True Match Minerals powder. This I find is like the most, well, I've not yet, it's not too matte. Oh, also I should probably say is, if, like me, you know, getting those wrinkles in your forehead and you crease up and you get those lines in your foundation where you've been doing your eye makeup things, take your foundation brush with no extra product, just buff them away. So I'm taking this powder brush on a Real Techniques contour brush. Now I don't powder on a day-to-day basis because I like that glowy skin look, but for the purpose of this video I am just powdering where I would put powder to help make my foundation last that little bit longer if I needed it to last all day. So sometimes when you powder and it's quite a matte powder, it can sometimes make where you put your blusher, your highlighter, your bronzer, you know, not look as good anymore. So what you can do is you can go back in with your brushes, again, no extra product, then just go over the top. Now what I do is take my bronzer, a powder bronzer, over the cream bronzer just to secure it in place. Again, this is a Make the Make one, it's the Vitamin C Soft Compact Bronzer. Huge on, and then I only take a tiny bit because this is really pigmented and I do like that look of the cream bronzer, but I just want to go over that powder and just, you know, boom it. I'm taking my highlighter again on a small, I think this is Space Shadow Bust by Real Techniques. In a corner, eyebrows, brush them through Rimmel London eyebrow pencil. So I've been growing my eyebrows back since about September time last year, and so they're at that stage when I had them neatened up for Christmas, but they're at that stage where they've not got a very good shape, but they are growing back. It's the tails now that need to grow back, because I used to have massive eyebrows like Cara Delevingne eyebrows, and obviously I was that stupid teenager brushing that product back through. Visual eyebrow gel. Usually I do actually apply Bepanthen on my lips whilst I'm doing my makeup, but I've accidentally rubbed that off, so I would have had a lip balm on, even though I'm Napa Rash Cream. But it's the best lip balm ever, I swear. Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. I used to use this years ago. It's MAC Oak Lip Liner, and I'm not doing this to overdraw my lips, but I'm actually doing it just to neaten up that lipstick. And it's a cooler tone, so it's going to help create a shadow. Setting my makeup with the Morphe Continue Setting Spray. Then I would fan my face, but my fan's past it's past its best, to say the least. Also, I will quickly shout out my watch. This was gifted to me by Dean Brocard. I'm hoping I'm saying the name right. I really do love it. I love the face. I'm a big watch person. I wear two, as you can see, because I'm wearing my Fitbit at the minute, but I also like to wear a proper watch, and I like quite a masculine classic watch. I love the face. It's very classic, it's very simple, and it's very timeless. I have got the bigger size. They have told me that they've sent me the big size, so that's why it does. And I have got really small wrists, so I can fit fingers through and spins around things. And the clasp digs in because, if you can see that, because it is too big. The clasp is quite annoying, you have to get used to it, it's quite tricky to close up. I've not yet mastered it doing it for the first time. For me, the leather's quite different to what my other watches feel like, It's quite, you can hear it when you scratch it, and perhaps it just needs to wear in, but yeah, the strap only lets it down for me. Yes, I have got the bigger size, but apart from that, the clasp is quite hard to shut. So I probably should mention the feedback that they gave me, because I emailed them my feedback. And they've put some extra information about the materials they use, so just in case you're interested. They use one of the highest quality genuine leather straps from Italy. It goes through regular visits and controls in the factories to check the quality, and the clasp is stainless steel butterfly clasp. Yeah, so they have said that they do use good quality, which it is. So obviously they have gave the information that the quality of the strap, in my opinion, could be wrong, but it's just my opinion, you know, judging from my other watches, but my other watches are more than this price point, so maybe that's it. Who knows? Anyway, that's just my opinion, that's just my review. Yeah, there we go. I haven't yet taken this off. Shall I do it on camera? Ooh. This is the face of the watch. So as you can see, the face of the watch is gorgeous. For me, obviously, they have sent me the wrong. See, I can never do it up. Yeah, perhaps it's so hard to do up because the strap is too big for me. Ah, did it. and this is the finished makeup look. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing how I apply my everyday makeup, how I layer the products, cover imperfections, all of that, and use all the elements in my Back to Basics series and put them all together in one face, if you will. Right, so I'll leave everything you need to know in the description box down below. I'll link all the videos. If you do have any questions, leave me a comment, but it's more than likely that I've probably covered it in a video. For example, brushes, products, etc, etc. So I'll leave everything you need to know in the description box down below. And upcoming is my Back to Basics How I Cleared My Acne, and Back to Basics Mature Skincare, and Back to Basics Mature Makeup Look. And then I think that's probably going to be the end of my series. Thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed it or feel like supporting a friend, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and follow me on Instagram. Cool. Right. Shut up, Louise.